It's Mike from Real Results. If this is your first time here, welcome. But for everyone else, you know that I've been updating and keeping you informed about brokers not wanting dispatchers to make any money. But the FMCSA, they've attempted to clarify the difference between each role, okay? So brokers, bona fide agents, dispatchers, this is what we're talking about right here, what they can and cannot do and what's legal and what's illegal, all right? Because like I told you before, brokers have been saying that dispatchers are operating illegally and they're taking their money. Stay tuned. If you recall last year's infrastructure bill, there were rules emphasized by the FMCSA directly towards illegal dispatchers performing daily tasks which should have only been fulfilled by authorized brokers. To ease your mind, the FMCSA has listed a few factors to determine if you are operating as an illegal broker. 1, to conduct business or negotiate the shipment of product directly from a shipper or rep of a shipper. Listen, if you don't have permission from a carrier or have any carriers, you can't call a shipper for freight. 2, accept the payment from broker, shipper, factoring company, or whomever for any shipment, okay? Look, as a dispatcher, you cannot accept payment, all right? The driver pays you. 3, arrange load for any carrier without having a prior contract for that said carrier. Look, this right here is a given because the first thing you do when working with the carrier is sign the dispatcher carrier agreement, right? 4, create lane opportunities with shippers and brokers and later solicit the FMCSA carrier directory. You know, I know y'all get those calls because we get them too because we also a carrier, all right? Hey, look, this is such and such dispatch service. We can guarantee you $2.50 per mile. Is that something that will interest you? No, stop calling. 5, list the dispatcher's name on shipment documentation. Look, dispatchers don't get paid for loads. Dispatchers get paid by the motor carrier. Why is your name on the documentation? Y'all giving dispatchers a bad name. Okay, so if you operate outside these guidelines that are listed here today, that the FMCSA has tried to clarify, but it's still some confusion. I'm gonna tell you right now, you can be fined up to $10,000, all right, per offense. Man, that is a lot of bread, all right? So I'm gonna tell you right now, you better know what you're doing and know how to operate because they're not playing any games. Brokers are tired of illegal dispatchers playing their role, all right? You're either gonna be a dispatcher or a bona fide agent. They're like one and the same, right? Or you're gonna be a broker, okay? Now, if you're gonna be a broker, you have to pay to play. You're gonna have to pay for all of those different services, all of that different equipment, all of the different software. You're gonna have to get you a surety bond. You might have to get you some insurance. It's different levels to whatever type of broker you're gonna be, all right? But you're gonna have to pay to play. And it's way more than being a dispatcher, all right? And that's why we're here today, because a lot of brokers are getting fed up because they see how sexy everyone thinks that being a dispatcher is. All right, man, look, during COVID, everyone was getting PPP loans. All right, they were getting the EIDL. They're getting all of this stuff, right? Okay, everyone's starting a business. They're starting dispatching, they're going into trucking, they're doing all of this, all right? And they're hearing people making $1,500 in a day, $3,000 in a week, $20,000 in a month dispatching trucks, all right? And hey, man, people were making that type of money because you know what? Those loads were out there and they were paying, okay? Now, dispatchers, I'm sorry, man, they've cracked down on those type of profits, especially with the spot market rates just declining how they are, and the brokers are in the ears of the FMCSA. So like I told you, keep your ears to the street. We not out the woods yet, all right? And make sure you continue to follow us. Listen, they're passing laws, they have new guidelines, just like we've been talking about, just to make sure everyone is complying and stay in line. So do your due diligence, stay aware, and be in tune with our industry, okay? Now, make sure you hit the bell, all right? Follow, share, do whatever you need to do because we need to build a buzz around this. and everybody needs to be on the same page so we can continue to get this money and can go in the right direction, which is our pocket, dispatchers and drivers. You feel me? All right, the brokers are trying to take everything, but I do feel where some of them are coming from because they have a lot of dispatchers that are operating illegally, and we get tired of getting those calls. All right, so like I just told you, hit the bell so you don't miss anything. Drop all your comments below. Follow real results.